It may be nice and sunny as we start a brand new day here on Medieval Dynasty, but winter is coming. If we open up our map right now, you see we're in autumn, and that means that winter, guys, is just around the corner, as Some of All Things so rightly pointed out to us in the comments on my last video. Some of All Things also suggested that hunting might be the best way for us to go in the early game in order to get resources and also the money that we're going to need. And basically, our way around winter is mostly going to be about buying clothes. And in terms of getting the money and the hunting, stuff like that, he wasn't alone. We also had Conceited, Parker, and Brian. They all suggested that hunting is going to be the best thing that we do. So that, believe it or not, is the best thing I think we can do. And that's what we're going to start off with in today's episode. So before going hunting, I like to get rid of everything that I don't really need. And that will just lower down the weight that we're actually carrying on us. And then that way we can take more of the stuff that we get when we're hunting back to our town. Now, a few people have suggested in previous comments that I could just go ahead and customize the game. So when you press escape right here, you can customize the game and you can control all different types of things. You can have unlimited HP and stamina, no hunger, thirst, unlimited carry weight. I mean, you name it, right? This game is customizable. And actually, it's something that I highly recommend that you look to do in your own games. I think that, not everybody has the same amount of time. Some people have jobs and have kids and stuff like that, and they can speed things up. However, for this playthrough, at least in the early stages, I think I should keep it exactly as the game is intended to be played. I think, first of all, that will add more of a challenge to the game. Obviously, having things like unlimited carry weight would make the game a fair bit easier. And so having a better challenge would probably be more entertaining for you guys to watch. But on top of that, I just feel like it's a better view for people to watch because they're seeing the game as it's intended to be played. And then if they want to make things easier, they might get some ideas from me on how to do certain things, but then they can make things easier for themselves if they wish. Now, we're actually, we've got some deer just over here. If I open up the map, let's see, we're here, and I believe if we open up the wild animals, yeah, there's a deer and a rabbit spot right here. So this was the first place I wanted to hunt. Now, I had another tip. Let me go ahead and find that one a second. Okay, so it was actually that tip from Conceited, basically saying that you don't need to kill the animals. You can just wound them, let them bleed out, and attack several at a time. So I don't know, I know this guy's not on his own. There are other deer around here and stuff. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. So let's see, about there, I reckon. Yeah, there we go. We hit him. That was a good shot. So we're on this little bit of land here. You can see, if I zoom in, it's bordered by water. So it's actually a fantastic place to do hunting because the deer are kind of trapped in here a little bit more than they are just out in the open. Can I hit that rabbit? Let's see. Let's give that a go. Okay, I might have missed a rabbit, guys, but let's not talk about that. Oh, look at this. There's an abandoned camp here as well. There's logs and things we can take. We'll have a look around this at the end. Let's do a bit more hunting, though, and see how we go with that. All right, let's see if we can hit this guy as our second one. Oh, wow, he changed right at the last second. That was so unfair. Okay, there we go. We landed that shot on him. So that's a couple that we've hit. We'll see if we get another shot on this dude as he's so close. Let him come really close. And then just get a couple of good shots in. Okay, he's going to go down pretty soon, I think. We've got some good shots in on him. He's bleeding out over there. I want to try and get this guy near the water as well. Let's see about there. Okay, actually about there. Yeah, there we go. That was a good hit. That was like a headshot. So that's one deer down over the water. That one's bleeding out. If we can get these couple here, that'd be 4 deer. And the good thing is then we just cook up all the meat. And obviously we're getting experience here for hunting. We're going to get experience for cooking when we end up cooking all this meat. Oh, that was a shot as well. We got in there. And so we're building up all of our skills. And obviously if we need food, we've got that. But the roasted meat actually sells for 8 each, or is worth 8 each. So that'll probably mean it sells for like 4 or something like that, which is pretty good. If we get like 100, that's 400 right there. And this will all go towards our winter clothing. I believe I've killed about 4 deer. Like a stag and 3 deer or something like that. But I only managed to find 3 of them. So I'm still looking for the 4th one. Maybe we'll find that on our travels. But while we're here, I thought I'd have a look at everything we've got here that we can actually loot, because there is this little area right here where there's been some sort of camp that's been abandoned. And because of that, there is a lot of stuff around here that we can loot, I'm sure. So let's have a look. I mean, we've got these logs here, for example. Definitely want to take those. Free logs saves us a bit of chopping. That's always good in my book. Oh, there's a bird there. I wonder if we can spear this bird. Can we, if we get like just above him? Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. I've not actually tried that before. I assumed it would work. I don't know why it wouldn't. But we just, while we're here, skin that as well. We'll get some feathers from this dude as well. I wonder if we get quite a lot of feathers from birds. Let's find out here. We'll do this for the first time. 6 meat and 30 feather. That's a lot, actually, from a bird, when you think about it. That's pretty good. I mean, some of the deer only gave me like 15, so it's like almost half. It's not bad at all. Let's see, a stone axe. Yep, we'll take that. That's also good. And all of these logs here, if we can carry them, we'll take. And if not, we'll come back for them. We are going to be a little bit slower, but it's probably still quicker to do this than make 2 trips. Is there anything else around here? There is indeed. There's this whole little camp down here, which we haven't looked at yet. So here we go. Some loot in here. Some coins would be nice. Let's see. 44 coins. Yep, that's awesome. We'll take that. Flaxseed, someone was telling me in the comments I should plant that pretty soon. So that's good to find some of that as well. So that's that one done. Then what do we have over here? We've got an iron knife. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder, are they worth much? They certainly are. 250. Not bad at all. Now, I don't know with the 250, because it's only 45%, if that's like, it would be worth a lot more than that. I think that's what it means. It's 250 because of its percentage. But that's still very good for us. We got some fish meat here as well, and a large wicker basket. All of it will be taken. And let's keep looking around. Okay, I nearly missed this, but there's actually some cherry wine here, and that could potentially sell for a lot. Yep, 170. That's awesome. Also found a fishing spear right here. I don't think they're worth too much. Well, they're worth 40. Actually, that's not too bad. It's a lot more than I thought it might be worth. So if we do need to sell it, I mean, we could use it, but might just need to sell it in the early game. And I believe that is everything now. I think we've got everything we can get from there. So I'm going to head back to my little town. And on the way, we can try and find this other deer that I believe I killed and put all the food back in storage. And then we can cook all that up later, take it to market and sell it. The reason I'm trying to get a lot of money, as I say, about preparing for winter is going to be buying clothes, but I'm not sure yet which clothes. I'm basically going to see how much money I can get and then what we can actually afford and what we may need. On top of that, it's worth pointing out that if we go to our skills section right here, I have been saving some of these skills. Let's see, which one was it? Yeah, this skill right here. You see I've got 3 points I can spend on this entire skill if I want. And it's 2 degrees more temperature tolerance. So if we get to winter and we're getting a bit tight, then I might use that. But if we don't need that during winter, I wanted to save those points and spend them on something else. So it seems to be the smart way to proceed. We're arriving back at our town now, nice and slowly because we're encumbered, and we're going past the Tree of Beginning. So that was a name suggested by PK, the Pumpkin King. I did ask for suggestions in the previous episode, and that was a good one, so thank you for that. Certainly better than the whatever drabble I was saying about trying to call it. Don't even remember. But let's go get all this stuff put into storage, and then we might do a little bit more hunting after that. So from that one haul, we got this fish meat, but that was obviously just something we found. But we got 59 of the raw meat right there. So that's actually pretty decent, to be honest. And you can see here we're starting to build up quite a lot. So once we start to cook all this and sell it, we are actually going to have a decent amount of money that we can then spend.
A huge thank you to all my channel members who support me. You can join from just $2 per month and get perks such as early access to all of my videos that only members can watch, along with loyalty badges, members emojis, and much more. Click the join button below this video or the link in the video description to find out more.
Right now we're going to head back over to Piastovia. Actually, I should eat some food while we're here because we're getting a little bit low right there. And let's have some water on the way. And we're going to sell a couple of items that I have on me. For example, this iron knife, I think we just well sell it. We don't really need that. Same goes for the cherry wine, really. I don't think it's something we particularly need right now. It does give +5 temperature tolerance, but even so, I think we're better to sell it for now and look to buy clothing. There's some rye beer we can sell here too. So yeah, we've got stuff that we can sell for sure. And then I'm going to go and do a little bit more hunting over on this side. And if I go and open the map again, you'll see that just up here, we've got another crescent moon shape with a deer. So when we come in from here, we really can trap them in this area and hunt them. There's also rabbits and birds nearby. So yeah, it seems like a pretty good place to go hunting, in my opinion. I just realized as well, I actually have 21 leather on me. And someone was telling me that crafting up these simple bags here, which only take 1 leather and they're pretty quick to craft, apparently they sell for a reasonable amount. So let's see, a simple bag sells for 12. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually, given that we can make up all 20 of those. In fact, I think I'll do that and sell them while I'm here. Okay, so while we're here, we're going to go ahead and sell whatever we can. And let's start by selling that one. 56.3 is all we get for it. I guess that's because of the percentage. That's why. So it would be 250 if it was new. But still, 56.3 for basically nothing. Not bad. Sold the fishing spear there, as you saw as well. Let's see the cherry wine. That needs to go. And simple bags. Let's go ahead and sell all of those. And let's see, what do we get there? 211 coins from those, I think. That was awesome. We're going to sell our rye beer, and we just will get rid of the large wicker basket too. And I believe that is everything we're looking to sell at this point. So right now we're on 734 coins, but we're only really just getting started because now we're about to do our second hunting trip. After I've done that, I think what I'll do is go and roast up all of the meat, and then we can take it to market and sell everything that we've got. And probably sell a lot of the feathers too if we need to. We don't necessarily need to keep hold of those. So if we do all of that, then we can see where we're at. I think if we have around 1,000 coins, it'll probably be plenty to buy enough clothing that's going to be appropriate for winter. And then we can start doing some other winter preparations as well. So let's just go ahead and double left click this so I know where we're heading. It's going to be up that way. That's great. In terms of the other winter preparations, by the way, mostly that's about making sure we've got enough food for our villager to get us through the winter. And on top of that, we want to make sure we got loads of firewood. That's something I have been warned about in the comments. And I've seen it a lot as well when researching this game on Google and stuff. Okay, it looks like we are... Is that a horse? Is that a horse or a moose? I think we're in the hunting spot. Okay, it looks like we've got a few big animals here to hunt. So that's awesome. We could get a pretty big loot from this. So let's see how we go. Fortunately, they have crossed the river. That's the only downside of this. But other than that... Oh, wow. This dude right here. Hey. Okay, this guy took an absolute age to go down. We used so many wooden spears on him. But let's see. It is a moose. So hopefully we're going to get a pretty good loot from this dude. Let's find out. Okay, so we did indeed, guys. We've got 30 meat just from that one guy. That's actually awesome. And we got some leather and stuff too. Now, unfortunately, a few of the other moose that were in the area seem to have run off. So we're going to have to keep our eye out for them and see if we can go and find them. My only concern is I've done this before in the game where you start chasing moose off into the forest. And before you know it, you've got a pack of wolves that are killing you. So we do want to be careful not to venture too far. But it looks like they've come back here. So that's actually really, really useful. Let's see if we can get this big dude with a stag bear. Okay, finally managed to take down this big guy. We took down another moose as well and got like another 30 from that moose. But let's see about this big dude here with the horns. Do we get more from him maybe? I'm not sure. Yes, we do. 40. And we got a moose skull as well. Let's see if that's worth anything. It's worth a little bit, the moose skull. It's a trophy and can be used as a decoration too. So it's got a lot of uses. And yeah, not bad. We're going to head home now. It's starting to get a bit dark. Wow. Okay, I was just about to say we're going to head home and then I saw this guy. Okay, we actually want to have a go at him first. Let's see if we can get a hit here. Let's see. About there. Okay, yes, we got that hit. That landed. I wonder if we can hit both of them. Okay, it's very dark, but I did manage to get this stag right here, so we're going to go ahead and skin him as well. I was about to say about how I'm heading home because I don't want to push my luck and it's getting dark and stuff. You can run into wolves and all that sort of thing. But we did. I mean, the stag was right in front of us. I felt like at that point we kind of had to have a go at him. Let's see if I can find my way out of here. So we need to head down that way. So that is over here. Yep, there we go. Okay, I'm back on track now. So what I'll do now is, again, through the night, we won't sleep tonight. I'll take all of the meat that I've got and we'll roast that up and just chuck a video on my second monitor or something. Because as you guys know, if you play this game, it does take quite a long time to do that. Not that I dislike it though. Again, it can be changed in customization if you want to. But I don't mind it too much. But anyway, we're going to go and do that and then we'll see what we can sell it for in the morning. As you can see right now, I'm roasting up 242 meat. And I just thought I'd just do this little clip. Partly as proof that I actually do these things legit. We're going to sit here and do this for 12 minutes and 6 seconds. If my maths is correct, and it probably isn't to be honest, but if it is, that's how long we're sat here for. So yeah, I thought I'd share in the pain, guys, prove that I'm actually doing this. What I am excited about though is taking all of this to market tomorrow morning, which with the 12 minutes, if I was correct, that will be about right. I actually don't know how long a night is, but it sounds like it'd be about that. And then we'll go and see what we can sell it for. But I'm sure you guys feel this pain too. I'm sure you've all been there, but this is me right now. So I thought this was kind of funny. I've been cooking for quite some time now, even though my fire went out. It went out a while ago, and we're currently cooking on the ash. Apparently, that's still a thing. The good news, though, is the end goal is in sight. And you might notice that this clip right now is a fair bit brighter than the last clip of me doing the cooking. That's because it's come up. The sun's come up. I knew what I meant. And the sun's come up. In the time we've been doing this, that's how long it's been. The good news is we're almost done. When it's done, we're going to go sell it. But I was thinking about how much I might need to keep. So I'm going to head over to my food storage a second. Let's see how much we've got here and how much food I think I'll need to get myself. And what's her name? What's my villager's name? Bogada or something? Why can't I, Bogdana, I think it was that. Anyway, to get me and her through this winter. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we've got these 3 roasted meat right here, which are 87.5%. We've got these here, which are fine. We've got some salted fish as well. So what I think I'll do is maybe I should just sell the salted fish because they're worth quite a lot. Right, let's sell those and let's sell the fish meat as well. Wait, can we cook that first? Yeah, it says it can be roasted on a campfire. Let's try that in a second. So yeah, the roasted fish meat is worth 19. So almost double just for that few seconds there of cooking. So definitely worth doing that. In terms of the roasted meat, I think I'm going to take 300 with me to sell. Let's see if we can get there. 307, that's close enough, I suppose. Let's just accept that. That leaves us 35 and a bit more. But we can always do a bit of hunting. Once I've got my warm clothes, we can do some hunting and other stuff then to get ourselves some more money during the winter. Oh, I realize I cannot walk. I am that overburdened. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so this is going to have to be done in 2 trips. Right now, we've got about half of the amount of fish with us that we want to sell. So we'll do it in 2 trips and let's see how many coins we get overall. So it turns out the length of a day in Medieval Dynasty is about 12 minutes. And I just did some Googling to check that. But what that means is because we spent 12 minutes cooking and we started when it was nighttime, it's now nighttime again. So I've headed to the town. But this, unfortunately, it's going to be a wasted journey. What we can do is just store the meat in our bank account for now, and hopefully it'll be fine when we try to sell it tomorrow morning. So there we go. We'll come back with the rest tomorrow morning and do that sale then. Oh, we can't even store all of it. We have to take some things out. Let's do that. Okay, managed to get it all in there. I'm keeping a few on me because obviously we'll need some food myself. Now I need to find something else to do during this next night time. I didn't realize, but we've gone through a whole day there. As you can see at the top of my screen, though, we've got one more day and then it is going to be winter. So we did this at the right time. And we're going to be just about ready to buy our stuff in time for that cold weather coming through. So yeah, I'll find something to do and we'll try again tomorrow. It turns out I actually got it wrong. It's turning morning, as you can see here, not nighttime. So I went and got the rest of that meat and we're going to go and make the trade right now. Let's see how many coins we're on right now. So right now we've got 744. We can trade. I think this person here is a trader and they're just not in the market yet because it's still so early in the morning. We have to walk quite slowly, but here we go. So let's talk to you and see how much this we can sell. So we can try and sell all 160, and I think we managed it. Sometimes they don't have enough coins, but she did there. She's still got 590 left. And look at that, we're up to 1,384 coins down there in the bottom left. That's awesome. We still got a load more to sell as well. So this is going to be a pretty good haul, and we can probably stop worrying about money after this, and we'll be ready for winter, and then we can get on with some more productive activities. Okay, I just sold the rest of it, and as you can see here, 1,752. I mean, that is pretty good going, I would say, for this stage of the game. And what we're going to do now is get ourselves some clothes. And the idea is obviously to focus on clothes that are going to help us throughout the winter. So let's see what's available and go from there. Okay, we have built our smithy, guys, and that's it there. But I'm going to quickly head over this way. And I want to head straight back into town. And the reason I want to do that is I want to see if there's anything that we can plant during the season in our farm to be a bit more efficient. I believe that when you progress to a new season, that's when your crops will grow. And we're about to do that tomorrow. So if anything can be planted now, then we want that to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and check that. Then we'll get into winter. And I believe during the winter, we can plant carrots. I'm not sure about anything else, but if that's all we've got, that's fine. We'll get that done. So for a second, we're going to look here to just buy ourselves some seeds. Let's see if there's anything available to us at this stage. Okay, so here's the seed guy. Let's have a little chat with him, and let's see if any of these seeds here can be planted during autumn. So I just had a look through. It turns out wheat grain can be planted during the autumn, and we could use that because we do have a lot of it back there that we could get for free. But I think it'd be good to go for something a bit different. So I'm going to look here instead at the rye grain, and this can also be planted during the autumn, as it says here. So let's go ahead and buy a load of this. How many do we want to buy? I mean, if we buy... let's buy maybe 20. That's a good number. I don't want to spend too much money on this, but that should be enough. As for the 20 manure, we'll be able to use our rot that we've got, the berries that I left on the floor there. We can turn that into manure ourselves. So this is good. We're actually being a bit more efficient by doing this because anything I want to get done at the smithy, like for example, I'm going to make up a sickle and then do some farming for the rest of the wheat, and I might do something with that wheat. But all of that can be done during the night time. So we'll run back now and see about getting something else planted in the ground. So first, let's grab all of the wooden hoes that we have available to us. So I thought this would have to be hoed again, but it doesn't. Actually, it just needs some fertilizer and then we need to hoe it. So we're going to need them, but we don't need them just yet. Instead, what we're going to do is get out some of this rot right here. So I think if we get out 200, then that should make us the 20 that will match the number of seeds that we've got. So over to the workbench here, let's see, fertilizer, yeah, 10 per one. So let's go ahead and make up 20 of those. Now I just need to grab myself my simple bag and we can go ahead and equip that somewhere. And with that equipped, we once again go to the field here and fertilizer. And let's go ahead and start fertilizing this area. Then I'll hoe it and plant it. The rye grain is now planted and that's going to grow just in time. So that's awesome. Let's head back now and take a look at the smithy and we'll have a look at what's inside there. It's actually one of my favorite looking buildings, I would say. Let's go ahead and press H. This one deserves the GUI to go away. That's how nice it is. But yeah, looks really, really cool, I think. So inside it's obviously very functional as well. So we have here, for example, an anvil. All kinds of different things you can make here. You see this is copper and iron tools and weapons and stuff. I won't go through them individually, but you get the idea with that. Then we have this awesome thing, the forge, of course, with the furnace and all that here. So if we look to craft in here, that's where you can make up your bars of things. So you can turn your ores into bars, and that's awesome. Something we want to get into pretty soon, I would imagine. And then over here, we also have a workbench. And on the workbench, there's more basic tools, wooden and stone tools and weapons. So we've got all of that going on. And we've got a chest here. And of course, later on in the game, we won't need to do this ourselves. We'll have someone in here. But for now, it's just good that we have it available to us for anything we might need to use it for. Just having a quick look on the management screen as well, you can see our taxes here that are going to be due. At the moment, they're almost 160 coins. So not too bad, but we definitely need to prioritize that if we have to pay our taxes. Otherwise, we get into a lot of trouble, just like real life. So yeah, just keeping on top of that one. I was just basically thinking about if there's anything else that we need to do before we progress into winter. but I think we're pretty good. Now, we're going to do something in the game that I haven't done yet. That's have our first night's sleep. I haven't slept at all yet, but we're going to do it right now. Sleep through to winter and then see how we're going to manage getting through that. Look at that. Even when I try to sleep, it's not bedtime yet for another 3 hours in game. So, you know, he's not had a sleep for 2 seasons, but he still doesn't want to sleep. That's okay. We'll go make ourselves busy, chop down some trees or something, and then we'll sleep through. I totally forgot that the whole point of making the smithy was actually to make up the sickles ourselves so we could stop buying them. So let's see, if we go to stone tools, sickles right there, we can buy the scheme for 100 coins. Not too bad, we got plenty going on. And let's craft up, let's say 5 of those for now. That's the most we can do. But hopefully as well, that will be enough that we can get the farming done. I don't think it will take too long. There's not loads of farm left. But I want to get it harvested because I'm not entirely sure if we don't harvest it this season, will it actually make it through to the next season? Or will it, like, you know, just go to waste? Like, does it, I don't know, rot or just die? I don't know. I mean, in real life, I'd imagine with farming, there's like a window you have to harvest. I'm not sure if that's programmed into the game or not. But let's find out. Let's maybe harvest all of it. Apart from, like, I'll leave one little bit and we'll find out. Okay, so the wheat farm is now entirely harvested apart from this one piece right here. And this is going to be our little test. So when we progress into winter, which we'll do next time we sleep tonight, then we'll see in the morning whether or not that's still there and basically how that works. Now, don't worry, though, because we do have a ton of wheat in here, I should say. As you can see right there, almost 900 wheat. So, yeah, that's also a lot of money, don't forget. If we need to sell that, we can. Hoping that we can do something with it through the winter months, you know, process it in some way, whether we turn that into flour. Some of it will need to be turned back into seeds to keep the farm sustainable, but that's where we're at. So now I think I can finally sleep. What I will do is just chuck our storage away. I like to just get myself emptied. Then we'll sleep through the night and we'll do the winter thing. Incidentally, a lot of you probably already know this, but you'll see that at the moment I'm hungry and I'm also thirsty. But if you're sleeping through to a new season, then you don't want to waste any food or water on that, because when you wake up in the new season, as you guys will see in just a moment, everything is recovered, so you're good. Now, I am currently naked and cold. No surprises there. So let's go ahead and get our clothes back. Let's see here. So we've got our linen shirt, we got our shoes, and we got our trousers. And then we'll go ahead and equip those. The reason they were off was so we could take as much as we could. We can just double click to equip this, can't we? Yep, that and that, and trousers. Yeah, when we were hunting, we wanted to take as much as we could. Now, I've got a simple torch on me, and if I go to my inventory, we can go ahead and equip that. And I know a lot of people will be saying this down in the comments, right? That basically, if you've got the torch there, do that equip? For some reason it didn't. Let me do that again. Okay, it equips over here. I got it wrong. It equips over there. It's got its own little slot. So basically, if we run outside here we go. It's winter and we're getting cold. But if we press F, we bring out our torch, then the cold goes away and that will keep us warm. So I know a lot of people would have been saying that. And oh, it looks like our wheat is gone. Is it gone? Yeah, it lived here once upon a time. Now it's gone. So there we go. That answers that question, guys. And I was right to get that harvest done. I was worried that was going to happen. Turns out it would have done. So we're off now to the market. We're going to go buy ourselves some clothes. And yes, I could technically just equip a torch and, you know, keep making loads of torches throughout the winter. And it's not a terrible idea, guys, because you'll get yourself a lot of survival skills from all the gathering of the resources to make up the torch, and then a lot of crafting skills from actually making them. But I felt like it's probably a bit better to make the proper clothes if we can. Partly it was like a bit of a challenge to try and play the game, I guess, in the manner it's intended, right? That you have to get to the point where you can afford those winter clothes, and partly to, you know, show you guys the process as well of doing that as we are making content. Right now, though, we have to make some decisions, and that's going to be on what clothes we buy. But before we do that, let's go into our skills right here, and let's find our survival skills. And we're going to go in sensitive here, and we're going to raise up the full way. So we're going to give ourselves 3 skill points on that, because this could save us some money. We now have 6 degrees more temperature tolerance just from raising that. So that's going to be very useful. So with that done, we're going to come over here now. We're going to put the torch away and keep buying clothes and seeing how much temperature tolerance we need. Now, the current stuff that we've got, let's actually check this out as well. So we've got +3 cold protection right now just from the linen shirt, and +4% right there from our shoes, and plus another 3 there from our trousers. So whatever we buy, of course, needs to be better than that. So we'll start from the bottom, and these to me look really interesting. These fur boots here for 465. They're going to give us +15% of cold protection. That to me does sound pretty interesting. However, just thinking about this, if we got something like this, like the hood, we could try that with everything we've currently got. So hood there, 615. There's a fur hood for a little bit more. It's +12%. The hood is only +10. So maybe we should buy that. That is a lot, though. So it's a lot of money all up front there. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to start with the fur boots. So they're right here, 465. Let's go ahead and buy those. Definitely just one of those. And let's equip them and see how we go with that. So fur boots, we swap those for those. And there we go. And is there any way of knowing exactly what the temperature tolerance is? I'm not sure. So down here in the bottom right, it does say our cold protection is 21%. And right now our temperature tolerance is in the green. It's to the low end of the green, but it is in the green. So I believe that means we're going to be okay. Now, if that is the case, that's awesome, because if it's just one purchase and we're okay, then yeah, I mean, that really is fantastic. So once again, I'm going to have a long run around here, make sure that I'm okay. Oh, no, we got cold already. All right, we better try again. So what I want to do now is buy something that'll be an addition. So for example, we could buy like a cap and add that on to what we're currently wearing here. The cap with the coif, I guess is how you say that, is 400. That's 5%. That's not too bad at all. I might do that and then also buy the thick leather gloves, and that's another 4%. So let's try those two things. So let's see, the cap with the coif, we'll buy one of those. Yep, just one of those. And then down here, we've got the thick leather gloves. Let's buy one of those as well. So now we can equip these into other slots, and it's just saving us from having to buy things that we already own, basically, and just doing that. So let's put those in there. Okay, there we go. So now, hopefully, if we take that off and go back into C, is this any better? It's still at the very low end of the green, isn't it? We might still not quite be there. Cold protection right now is 30%, but I mean, how high do we need to get that? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to have another run around for a bit, see how we go. I'm hoping it's not going to come to the point where I have to sell that wheat. Obviously, we could if we need to, but yeah, I'd really rather not if we can use that for something else. One thing I thought would be kind of cool is if the rivers like froze over during the winter, so that to get the water, you had to use a well. I'm not sure how much that would affect things, but I don't know. It could be kind of cool. I want to stay out of the water for now, though. It does lower our temperature, but other than that, we seem to be doing okay. Fingers crossed. So this handsome getup that we're in right here does seem to be keeping us warm through the winter at the moment. We'll find that out more, though, in the next episode. And also next time, what we're going to do is look at how we can be productive during the winter. I might even look to get into some animal breeding, because actually the chicks that we were looking to buy are really cheap, and even the chickens aren't as expensive as they used to be on this new map. So that's something we might do in the next episode. For now though, guys, I hope you're enjoying watching as much as I'm enjoying recording the series. It's absolutely been fantastic fun to play. If you are enjoying it, please do consider subscribing, and for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.